guys, good evening. So today I will be discussing and I will be doing the laboratory 3, and I'll go ahead and explain to you briefly the answer to each question. Okay, so first question: enumerate and explain briefly the steps in order fulfillment. So the initial steps in order fulfillment will be maintaining inventory. So in a business, we need to have enough inventory, and inventory management is critical when it comes to manufacturing. We need to make sure that enough materials will be there when it's needed, so that we will be able to meet the demands of the customer on time. So maintaining inventory, that will be the initial step. Second to that will be responding to a sales order to determine availability and location in inventory. So whenever we respond to a sales order, we need to make sure that item is available, and what is the location of the items in the warehouse. So in previous videos, I guess I was able to explain that the location of an item in a warehouse is very important. So the fast moving item should be located at the front, where you can actually easily pick it up, pack, and move into the shipping dock. Okay, so that's one thing that I learned with this module. And then after that, third step will be confirming pricing. Okay, followed by configuring order, and then booking the order, and then acknowledging and confirming that the order is booked. And then 7 will be invoicing and billing customer. 8 will be determining the shipping address. 9th step will be sourcing the order. So sourcing the order, that's where supplier identification comes in, or supplier identification, which was discussed in the previous module. That's where it plays a role in sourcing the order. And then the number 10 will be determining which carrier will be used to ship the item. 11th step will be issuing order changes initiated by the customer, substitute for pieces no longer in inventory. So if the customer has specific demands or specific specification when it comes to order, I think that's where this steps comes in. And then after that, you process the order, you ship the order, you deliver it to the customer, and then you settle, receive, and process the order. 10th step will be handling returns of an unacceptable or damaged item. And then the final step will be updating inventory. So I guess this is where after you reduce the item as order comes in, that's the time that you need to have it updated. This is to avoid error as well when it comes to inventory. So the second question with this activity will be, what are the steps in supplier evaluation and selection process? So I guess for this one, I was able to explain it to you on the previous video, that when it comes to supplier identification, it is very critical and important to choose the right supplier. So there's a lot of steps: supplier identification, where you actually choose, or the company must sort out and identify the list of suppliers. And then supplier segmentation, you actually segment all of your supplier for you to determine which among the supplier is the top supplier. And then that's where you build the relationship, which is a leverage core relationship. So relationship analysis, you determine the relationship type. And then relationship management, you determine, you already know that the relationship that we need to build is the leverage core type. And then the evaluation, where everything on this SRM result and lessons is documented and evaluated. Okay, thank you.